A year had passed since the fateful events that shattered the once inseparable bond between Hana, Yuki, and Ren. The corridors of Kiyomizu High buzzed with the usual energy of a new semester, but for the three of them, life had taken a different turn. Yuki had distanced herself from almost everyone, choosing to focus on her studies and avoid the painful memories. She hadn't spoken to Hana in months, their friendship left in tatters. Ren, after ending things with Hana, had tried to give Yuki space, respecting her need to heal from the emotional turmoil. But he couldn't deny that his feelings for her had only grown stronger during their time apart. One afternoon, Yuki found herself walking through the quiet school garden, the same place where she and Hana had spent countless hours together. She sat down on a bench under a sakura tree, her heart heavy with the weight of everything that had happened. She had lost her best friend, and despite everything, she still felt guilty for the role she had played in the downfall of their friendship. As she sat there, lost in thought, she heard footsteps approaching. Looking up, she saw Ren standing before her. He had changed over the past year. He seemed more mature, more grounded. But his eyes still held that familiar warmth she had been drawn to from the beginning. "Yuki," Ren said softly, his voice full of emotion. "I've been wanting to talk to you." Yuki looked away, her heart pounding. "Ren, it's been a year. I thought we agreed to keep our distance. I know. But I can't keep pretending that I don't care about you. This past year has been hard, but it made me realize that my feelings for you haven't changed. If anything, they've only gotten stronger, especially when we saw each other in the hallways. You can't turn away from me again." Yuki felt her resolve waver. She had spent so long trying to suppress her feelings, but hearing Ren's words brought everything rushing back. "Ren, I've thought about you too. But Hana—" "I know," Ren interrupted gently. "I know what we did hurt her, and I'll always regret that. But Yuki, we can't live our lives based on guilt alone. We both deserve to be happy." Yuki sighed, feeling the weight of his words. "But how can we move forward when there's so much pain behind us?" Ren took her hand in his, a gesture that felt both familiar and comforting. "By being honest with each other, and with ourselves. I'm not saying it'll be easy, but we've both spent a year apart trying to forget something that's impossible to forget. Maybe it's time we face it together." Yuki looked into Ren's eyes, searching for any hint of doubt, but all she saw was sincerity. She had missed him, more than she was willing to admit. "I don't want to lose you again, Ren," she whispered. "You won't," he promised, his voice firm. "We'll take things slow, but let's at least try." They sat there in silence, the sakura petals falling around them like a soft rain, signaling the start of something new. It wasn't going to be easy, and they both knew there were still unresolved issues to face. But for the first time in a long while, Yuki felt a glimmer of hope. As for Hana, the past year had been one of reflection and growth. She had been devastated by the betrayal, but with time, she had started to heal. When she saw Yuki and Ren together again, it wasn't anger that filled her heart, but a deep sadness. She realized that some wounds might never fully heal, and some friendships might never return to what they once were. Yet she knew she had to let go of the past to find her own path forward. Ren and Yuki's reunion didn't mend everything. The scars of what had happened still lingered, and Hana, despite moving on, could never bring herself to fully forgive. And so, with the memories of the past still lingering in their hearts, Ren and Yuki began a new chapter in their lives. It was a chapter defined by the scars of love and loss, but also by the belief that, despite everything, they could find a way to heal and build a future, side by side.